Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Easy English podcast. I'm Me, your teacher for today. I hope you're somewhere comfortable with a nice drink because we're going to talk slowly, clearly, and hopefully with a few smiles.
Hi, Me. Hi, listeners. I'm Daniel, the guy who is still trying to remember the difference between in the morning and on the morning. Spoiler, I still say it wrong sometimes.
You say many things wrong, Daniel, but that's why you're here. You're our brave English learner.
Brave or confused. Sometimes both.
Today, we're talking about a topic that every English learner needs: how to talk about your day. We all have days, some good, some bad, some very boring, but we all need words to talk about them.
My days are mostly coffee, mistakes, and going to bed too late.
That sounds relatable, but don't worry. We're going to help you describe your day in simple English using A1 to B1 vocabulary, and we'll make it friendly and funny, like a real conversation.
You mean like this is a real conversation?
Exactly. Let's start from the beginning of a typical day. Daniel, what's the first thing you do in the morning?
Wake up and question my life choices.
Try again. Something a bit more useful for our learners.
Right. I wake up at around 7 a.m., then I get up about 10 minutes later. Because waking up and getting up are two different things.
Yes, many learners mix those up. Wake up is when your eyes open. Get up is when you actually leave the bed. Sometimes much later.
Very much later.
After you get up, what do you do?
I wash my face, brush my teeth, and get dressed. Then I make breakfast.
Good, that's a nice list. Let's put it into a short summary.
Sure. In the morning, I wake up at 7 a.m. I get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, get dressed, and make breakfast.
Perfect. Simple verbs, easy structure. Mie, what about you? What's your morning like? My morning is peaceful. I wake up early, open my window, stretch a little, and drink tea.
Very elegant. My morning is like a small disaster.
And both are completely normal. Everyone has different mornings, and that's why talking about your day is interesting. After breakfast, what happens next?
I go to work. But when I say go, I don't mean I leave the house quickly. I actually walk very slowly and hope someone cancels the day.
And how do you go to work?
I take the bus. Sometimes I walk if the weather is nice.
Good. Common phrases include go to school, go to work, drive to work, take the bus, take the train.
Or run to work if you wake up late.
True. And many people do that. May, did you ever run to school when you were younger?
Only when there was a math test I forgot to study for.
Wow, same. So we can say, I go to work by bus or I walk to school.
Easy enough.
Now let's talk about the middle of the day. Daniel, what do you do at work?
I check emails, I talk to my coworkers, I work on projects, and sometimes I daydream.
Daydreaming is important. It helps with creativity.
And with avoiding real work.
Please ignore that part, listeners.
Sorry.
Many people can describe their day with simple verbs: study, read, write, meet people, have lunch, take a break. Me, what do teachers do during the day?
We teach lessons, prepare materials, check homework, explain grammar, and drink coffee. Many, many coffees.
I knew it. Teachers are powered by caffeine.
It's a professional requirement. Lunch is my favorite part of the day.
Because you don't have to think?
Exactly. I just eat. Usually I have lunch at 12:30, something simple, like a sandwich or noodles.
I also like a simple lunch, something easy to prepare. Listeners, remember, have lunch, not eat lunch meal thing. Just have lunch.
And after lunch, do you get sleepy?
Always. Everyone does. That's normal.
So we continue the day fighting sleep like heroes.
Let's talk about the afternoon.
What do you do after lunch?
I go back to work, finish my tasks, maybe attend a meeting, and then around 5 or 6 p.m., I finish work.
And then what?
I go home. Sometimes I stop at the supermarket and buy things I don't need.
That is a universal hobby.
It truly is.
In the afternoon, people can also say things like, I study English, I read a book, I clean my house, I meet a friend, or I relax.
Ah, relax. That sounds like a dream.
Now let's move to the evening. This is where your day slows down a bit.
Yes. In the evening, I usually cook dinner or order food. Then I watch TV, listen to music, or play games. Sometimes I call my family.
That's a nice evening.
And sometimes I tell myself I'll go to bed early, but of course I don't.
Many learners need to know phrases like have dinner, watch a movie, talk with friends, go out, or stay home.
Or do nothing. That's a classic.
True. Doing nothing is still doing something.
By night, I usually feel tired, but not tired enough to sleep like a normal person.
And what do you do before bed?
I take a shower, brush my teeth, then I scroll on my phone for too long, and finally go to bed. I say I will sleep early tomorrow, but we all know that's a lie.
Yes, that lie is part of the human experience.
Me, what about your bedtime?
I read a little, stretch again, drink warm tea, and go to bed. Very simple.
You live like a quiet forest spirit. I respect that.
Thank you.
Now let's put everything together. Daniel, can you describe your full day in a simple paragraph?
I'll try.
Slowly and clearly, please.
Here we go. I wake up at 7 a.m. and get up a little later. I wash my face, brush my teeth, get dressed, and make breakfast. Then I take the bus to work. At work, I check emails, talk to coworkers, and work on projects. At 12:30, I have lunch. In the afternoon, I finish my tasks and sometimes go to meetings. I finish work around 5:30 p.m. and go home. In the evening, I cook dinner or order food, watch TV, listen to music, or play games. At night, I take a shower, brush my teeth, and go to bed. Too late.
Very good. Clear, simple, and natural.
Natural in a messy, realistic way.
Which is perfect. Let's give our listeners some easy phrases they can use. In the morning, I wake up at.
I go to work by.
I have lunch at.
In the afternoon, I.
In the evening, I like to.
Before bed, I.
These are great for daily conversations, English classes, or meeting new people.
Or for writing in your diary when you want to feel productive.
Now, let's quickly mention some common mistakes.
Ah, yes, my specialty.
First, don't say, I wake up at 7 and stand up.
Unless you're saluting someone.
Right. Say, I get up. Second, don't say, I go to home.
It's just I go home.
And don't say, I take a relax.
Relax is a verb. Just say, I relax.
Good. And now, let's end with a short review of today's topic, how to talk about your day.
You can describe your day using simple verbs like wake up, get up, wash, cook, study, work, relax, and sleep.
Talk about your day in order: morning, afternoon, evening, night.
Use easy time phrases in the morning, at noon, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night.
And try to keep your sentences clear and simple.
And maybe try not to lie to yourself about going to bed early.
That too. Thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope this helps you describe your day in English with more confidence.
And more humor. Life is always better with a little humor.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye.